Today we're gonna look at a few in-field videos of other guys trying to holler at girls, and I'll give you my professional opinion as to how they're doing. We're not making fun of these guys. It's really hard to go up to someone you don't know. It takes courage to go say hi. Most women don't know this, but your heart is beating, you feel a lot of fear. So we're not here to make fun of these guys. We're here to learn from their mistakes. I'm a little older now, but if you want to see my infields, I have a playlist right here. I'll link it in the description as well. In my younger days, over 36,400 or so approaches myself and really honed this skill set. I'm still a dork, I'm still a nerd, it's never gonna go away, but I've gotten good enough where I can get results. So let's take a look at these guys and see what they're doing wrong. Or maybe they do really well. I don't know, let's take a look.
Sorry, can you hear me?
I'm sorry?
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, I was like walking and you were like absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
I would have hated myself if I just didn't do like a little jog to get you.
So the first thing to note is that he's a younger guy and he's on campus, right? So on campus, usually the girls are a little younger. They haven't been like mass approached by a lot of guys. And generally it's a little bit easier. Now the opener that he's using is, you know, I took a little jog and I had to say hello. It's not bad. The problem with that when you graduate from college is that the girls have heard it before. And when you do that, you're putting yourself in a position where you're hoping that she likes you, right? So, hey, you know, I had to say hello to you. You're so gorgeous. Your energy is so great. And now you're completely at the mercy of her reaction to that. Now compare that approach with a different approach. For example, hey, I really liked your curly hair. You look like an interesting person and I wanted to find out if you are. Yes, I am approaching her. Yes, I'm showing interest, right? That initial step is mine to take, but I'm not taking it where I'm putting her on a pedestal. I'm taking it to say, hey, your hair looks nice. Obviously you're beautiful. That's a subtext. I don't need to say she's beautiful. She knows that. Then I say, you seem like an interesting person. You look like you might be interesting. Are you? So it's more of a qualifier to see if she is. And she can engage or not, but just that initial approach alone, the value difference is so high than what this guy's doing right here.
Holy
music blast.
Yeah.
Can't hear.
The other thing is don't swear that much. Sometimes the guys get nervous and they're like, oh shit, or f. Don't do it too often and don't do it too early in the interaction. You don't know how someone's gonna respond to that.
555 stand for?
Angel numbers means change.
Oh, that's dope.
Thank you.
And your name?
Jade.
Jade, Kevin.
Nice.
I was just wondering if I could get your number.
Sure.
He did a good thing, which is like, hey, your name, what is your name? He did an official handshake, but then he's like, oh, can I get your number? Like, right for the number. It's too soon, right? And that number might work if she really finds him, you know, physically attractive, but there's nothing about his personality that she remembers. The correct way to do this would have been, hey, Jade, just curious, besides, you know, going to school here, what are one or two of your favorite things to do, right? And then you could have qualified, oh, you do play tennis too? Or do you prefer tea or coffee? Oh, I don't drink coffee either. That's awesome. Maybe we can go to a tea shop sometime. So now you at least have something in common with her, right? Now with younger girls like that, if you're in college, just the balls to go up to her and say this might be enough. But if you graduate and you're in the real world, this is not enough.
For real. All right, well, I'll text you, all right?
All right, see ya.
Okay, all right, love you.
I'm not sure if this is a prank or not. I mean, these guys are young, so I give them props for taking action. But you know, I love you. Don't say I love you too soon. All right, for sure. Like, it's just like, you can tell they're like, I hope you like me, right? That's the subtext. To be fair, when I was their age, I wasn't even talking to girls. So at least they're doing something. But there's just a lot of technical things that they could hone in and really optimize to have a higher success rate. If you talk to like 10 girls, you know, maybe 9 numbers will be solid rather than only like 2 or 3.
I was like walking and I noticed your eyes and I couldn't help to notice you're like beautiful.
Oh, thank you so
What's
much.
your name though?
Casey.
Kevin.
I noticed your eyes and you're beautiful. Oh man.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Newsflash. By the time the girl's 25, she's in the real world. She's heard that before. And this guy's not bad looking. He seems in shape. But if you're not traditionally good looking, you can't throw lines like that and expect, I would say, consistent results. Generally speaking, in the real world, you're in New York City, LA, like girls have heard that before. It could work if she finds you physically attractive, but there's no room for you to express your personality.
Kevin.
Nice
Oh,
to meet
like,
you.
where are you from?
Tampa
Where are you from? What do you do? Do you come here often?
area.
What's your background though?
Oh, literally just white.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was just wondering if I could get your number. I mean, it seems like you're in a rush, but
Yeah, right. He has one strategy. What's your name? Where you from? Oh, cool. Like he asks like 2 or 3 questions, and then what's your number? There's no finesse to this. There's no story to this, right? She doesn't know anything about him other than the fact that he came up and gave a compliment to how she looks.
I can give you like my snap or something.
I like girls. I feel like people who use Snapchat, they're kind of like femboyish, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now she's not comfortable with him, and now he's putting her down. So what happens is I'll give you my snap because she's not quite comfortable with how much she knows him, and then he's putting her down. He's like, oh, I don't want to be a femboy, snap. So she's like, he's responding to what she's willing to give with negativity.
I haven't used that since like middle school, to be fair.
Not Insta.
Here, you can put it here because my Wi-Fi's a little trippy right now. You go to the gym?
Do I go to the gym? Yeah, I work there.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Okay, well, maybe we could go to the gym sometime.
Yeah.
So. All right, well,
Nice to meet you.
I'll text you.
You go to the gym? Oh, cool. We can go to the gym sometime. I work there. It's too much. She's working there. Like, this is what we call fake rapport. You're trying to find some type of comment. Oh, you work at the gym? Well, I go to the gym. Maybe we can go to the gym sometime. It's all BS. It's surface level. There's no congruency whatsoever. My guess is that a lot of these numbers won't actually meet him for a date. I mean, because they're in college, I think the percentage will be higher because very few guys in college are doing this. But technically, this is just really weak. Good looking guy, though. I mean, he's actually at least taking action, right? And he's posting these videos, so props to him.
You're right.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, where you from?
From Stoughton.
Oh, from Mass?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Where
hell
you
yeah. From Watertown.
Okay, yeah, not
Is it cool if I grab your number? We hang out sometime?
Yeah.
Watertown, I think, is in Boston. I used to live close by.
Yeah.
So he's picking on moms, I guess.
All right, cool. I'll text you.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, have a
Nice
good
to meet
one. You speak Portuguese, right? Americans, they think you guys speak Spanish. Where are you from?
Brazil.
I can't really speak Spanish. I can grab your number. We can hang out later.
So what's happening in this video is they're cutting the initial approach and going straight to the end where it's like, oh, let me get your number. So I don't know how he's approaching them and what they're saying. And he's also picking on moms. I mean, he's doing this for a video, but I'm guessing it's not, moms are a lot easier, especially if they're single.
No, I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
Hi.
Where are you from?
I'm from upstate New York.
New York.
Yeah.
What are you doing in Boston?
I went to school here and now I live.
He's moving around a lot, like fidgeting from one pose to another. You can tell he's a little bit nervous, probably a younger guy. I mean, at least he's taking action, but you want to stand like still, and then when you move, you want to move slowly and comfortably, not like kind of antsy and a little bit anxious.
Did you go to BU?
Yeah.
Let me grab your number. Let's hang out sometime.
Sure.
Let me grab your number. Yeah, that's fine. I prefer to say, let's exchange contact, or like, we should exchange numbers, right? It's a little bit more equal value than, let me get your number. A lot of these younger guys, what they're doing is like, hey, I'm really cool, I hope you like me, right? And that's their strategy, which is fine. And I did that for a long time too, to be fair. Then later on, I learned, oh, you can actually engage. And as you engage, young guys, when they engage, they lose value. They chase, and they put the girl on a pedestal. And sometimes the girl likes them back, but it's all chance. As you get older and your skill set improves, you engage the girl, but the more engaged, everything you're saying that's engaging her increases your value. So you're not begging anymore, right? Just to give you a quick example, right? Just the way I open. Hey, I really like the way you did your hair. You look like you might be an interesting person. Just by the way you did your hair. What is your name? Okay, right off the bat, I didn't compliment her on her looks. I did compliment her on her hair, but that took effort. And then I said, what is your name? Instead of going straight for the number, asking, where are you from? What do you do? Like very generic questions, I'll say. You can very simply just do a cold read. You look like you're from Boston. You look like you're from out of town. I could also do a story. You know, today I'm actually going around the mall. I'm actually shopping for a gift for my mom. It's Mother's Day is coming up. But while I'm here, I figured I'd make a new friend. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Do you go to school here? Are you working? And then I'm qualifying. Right? Can you cook? Do you go to the gym? Do you do anything type of dance? So I'm qualifying her to see if she fits into my life. All my engagements, right, my points of contact and moving the interaction forward is all related to whether or not she would fit into my lifestyle. And because I'm doing that, it feels like I'm just assessing her to see if she's the right match for me, rather than saying all these things I think that she will like, hoping she'll like me back, and then just kind of placating her, which is what a lot of these younger guys are doing.
I just saw you walking past, had to say hi.
Hi.
So the way he's walking, you can see here, like our feet's always pointing towards what we're really interested in, and he's just giving her a lot of attention going this way. What I prefer to do is I will walk next to her and then I will slow down my pace to match hers so that it doesn't look like I'm like really anxiously walking like he is with his 2 feet. And I'll get her attention, I'll say, hey, I'll make sure I have her attention first, and then I'll say the line. A lot of these guys are just like talking right off the bat as they're walking. She's not even seeing him first. Get her attention visually, then say the thing. If you're just talking and she's struggling to see you, there's two simulations at once. There's a visual simulation, oh, there's this guy talking to me, oh, he's saying something. Audio stimulation. And these two things kind of overwhelm her. But if you get her attention visually and you say, hey, then you deliver the line. She's absorbing one thing at a time. It's a lot more likely that she'll respond positively.
Hi. You have a very nice aura around yourself. Oh, look at your smile. Wonderful.
Maybe because he's short, I just feel like he's taking a lot more steps than she does, and it just feels a little weird. You can see her body language also, she's like moving a little bit further away. Aura's fine. It's better than you look beautiful. You have a beautiful aura. Look at that smile. I thought that was actually pretty good.
So, what are you up to?
So he took a little bit of a pause there. He's like, oh, good reaction, I guess. So what are you up to, right? You gotta have things prepared, okay? You have beautiful aura about you. That's awesome. Oh, look at that smile. Lovely. Hey, what is your name? Okay? Then I introduce myself, you shake hands, and then you reach that hook point, that social contract where you share your names, and then you continue walking, right? And as I'm walking, I'll say, look, I'm going this direction as well. I promise, you know, if it gets too awkward, I will leave. Don't worry. I will reassure her that I'm not gonna basically follow her around. I'm actually walking in this direction as well. I'm meeting a friend, okay? Or I'm on my way to somewhere as well. So I'm just letting her know I have another agenda for walking with her other than just chatting her up.
I need to meet a friend right now for coffee. I just got out of class.
Oh, okay. So you're deep into studies?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, just hanging around, I guess.
She's telling him I'm meeting a friend, and she's like deep. He's like, oh, so you're deep into study? He's running out of things to say. He's running out of storylines. These are things that you know, happen to me too. It's okay. You have to be prepared to connect authentically, and one way to do that is to know your own storylines. And he doesn't know any storylines right now. Let's see how this conversation goes. I actually haven't watched this before, so and then I'll give you a full breakdown of what I would do instead.
Well, nice meeting you.
Well, it was nice meeting you too.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, so she kind of ended the conversation there, right? When she said she was on her way to study with her friend, I could have been like, so you know, it's been a while since I've studied. I'm actually working right now, you know, at XXX company. That's good that you're so studious, but I haven't been in school in a while. And then I'll just pause for a little bit to see if she's like, oh, where do you work? What do you do now, right? And if she doesn't do that, I'll try one more time. Okay, if that doesn't hook, I'll say something like, hey, I'm just curious, you know, we're about to part ways anyway, but do you have any interesting hobbies other than studying? And if she's named something that I know something about, I'll be like, hey, we should hang out. Are you single by chance, right? So I'll qualify for all these things before we get to the intersection, and I'll see if there's a connection. And sometimes there's no connection, and that's okay, but it's a lot better than what this guy did.
I was so amazed by your beauty. I didn't really know what to say.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm
Oh, that's
ready
fine.
to get back to work right now.
That's fine. Have a wonderful day.
Now it's possible she has a boyfriend or she's just trying to get back to work, no problem. But these compliments, I'm so amazed by your beauty. Dude, why am I so hard on compliment openers? Because I have tried them and they don't work. They don't work, especially if you're an Asian guy, but they don't work in general because of 3 reasons. 1, if she's beautiful, by the time she's 25, she's heard it before thousands of times from thousands of guys. 2, it always seems like you're putting her on a pedestal. And 3, to be honest with you, it's disingenuous. Your eyes, so amazing. Oh my God. Yeah, she is cute, but it's not all of that, you know? Like it feels like a form of lying, you know? You're so beautiful. Oh my God, I had to say hello. It just feels fake to me. Okay, maybe that's just my personal opinion, but it feels fake. And the 4th thing is, when you overly focus on her beauty, you miss out on all the other things you could pay attention to. The way she did her hair, her behavior patterns, the way she walks. She has a dancer's walk, she walks like someone who she looks like she's fit. She goes to the gym. All these things you could observe about her behavior goes out the window when you just compliment, oh my God, your beautiful eye color. Oh my God, your hair. Oh my God, you're so lovely, right? Even if you were to compliment her on her style, hey, I love the way your color coordination, the way you put together your outfit today. That's better than saying you're beautiful. I think beauty compliments are just a really lazy way to go about it, and they don't quite work as well.
Do you speak English? So, okay. You're working. I don't want to buy a car or anything. I just thought you're really pretty.
So he did one thing right here, which was like, he was honest straight off the bat, like, look, I'm not here to buy a car, I know you're working. He did ask if she speaks English, so he's asking questions to move it forward. He did give her a beauty compliment, which is I'm not a fan of, but it's not bad so far.
Hi. Matt.
Luisa.
And he did introduce himself, and I thought that was well done.
Luisa? Mucho gusto. Well, I have to go. This way? Tell me, you're just sitting here? What are you up to today?
Yeah, it's okay. He's trying to find a hook, and it's not really going smoothly. But I can see what he's doing.
Dime algo interesante sobre ti.
Okay, that's good. Spanish, nice.
Law?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
you can get me out of prison. That's awesome. High five. No, I won't hopefully end up in prison, but...
Yeah, you don't want to mention anything about prison, and she doesn't speak English, so you don't want to go too advanced there. You could just say, oh, good for you, you'll be a lawyer someday, you know, that's fine.
It's good, you're muy inteligente. Es bien. Many girls pretty, but no inteligente.
Okay, I see what he's doing here, right? There's a language barrier for sure, but he's saying, look, beauty is common. There are a lot of beautiful women, but to be beautiful and smart, that's more rare. I think he's doing a good job here. I actually don't see anything wrong with this approach. I've seen this guy before. I know a lot of people hate on him and stuff. He's a little bit more feminine like me, but I actually think in terms of skill set, I actually don't think he's that bad. I actually think he's not bad. All right, what do we learn today? Number one, don't compliment her on her beauty, and don't compliment her vaguely on her beauty. If you had to compliment her, be specific. And be specific ideally around her behavior patterns. The way she's dressed, the way she did her hair, her color coordination, her stride, her walk, things that she's worked on that take effort. After you talk to her initially, introduce yourself. Hey, my name is Giovanni. Nice to meet you. Have something interesting to say, whether it's a cold read on her or maybe a story of your own or a reason why you talk to her. And don't put her on a pedestal. Oh my God, I'm talking to you because you're so beautiful. No, I'm talking to you because you are well dressed and you seem like you might be an interesting person. Talk to her as if maybe she could be a friend too. It's not just that every girl you talk to has to get into a relationship with you or that you have to try to date. By changing that mindset, you're shifting away from this neediness that this has to go somewhere and it has to be sexual. Number 4, give her space and work on your nonverbal body language to communicate that you're not a needy guy. If you're a young guy and you're nervous, it's okay to say, hey, look, I'm a little nervous right now. Try to search for that authenticity. Where can I take it? What can I say? The next thing or the next word that I say. Can I move it towards authentic expression rather than going back to this Hollywood pre-programmed script of, oh, you're so beautiful, I should get your number, girl, let's hang out, oh, we'll go to the gym together. All this fakeness, this like comes with that nervousness. What's interesting is that as you get more real, the nervousness kind of goes away because you're always being yourself. And interestingly, being yourself at all times, it's actually hard to step out of that fakeness. And so I empathize with that, especially when you're talking to cute girls. And once you step out of that fakeness and you're authentic, you have to learn the authentic steps to do what you're doing right now without feeling like you're faking it. If you want more help on how to approach women, if you want more help on your online dating, social circle, all the resources are in the description below. And here you can check out a playlist for some of my infields where I break down how I approach a girl, what I say. You'll be able to see my body language, and you'll see I'm not full of shit. Enjoy.